Hey, Jim Hall here from whoisjimhall.com. Just want to come to you today and talk about how do you move people on your list over to a different list. Like if they opt in and maybe they buy or maybe they join your free thing and you want to get them out of your standard list that they join everything for, right? You gave them something away for free. They've joined your membership site and now they've made a purchase, or maybe all they did was opted in and you want to move them to, because they joined your free membership site, you want to send them to a membership training list. So I want to show you how to do that real quick. What you got to do is you got to make a new list, and give me just a second and I will get over to getresponse and show you exactly what to do there. You're going to make a new list in getresponse. Let me go ahead and switch my screen to the desktop and camera screen. So here we are logging into getresponse is who I use. And this is probably pretty similar for any platform that you use. Just getresponse is the one that I happen to currently use. So you just go to list and then you go to create. And then you name it something like buyers. Okay. And then you create that. That one's already taken apparently. I don't know if that's taken in my list or if that's taken in everything. So I'm going to name this 30MWD, buyers 30MWD, which mostly all I'm getting at here is that means they've joined your buyers list. And in this case, buyers just means they've joined your membership, right? So you want to move them to something different. As you can see, I have one here for HBA funnel builder training. I have one down here for 30-minute workday training, and that's what I've opted all of my people over into. So I have 640 on my 30-minute workday training that I've changed them from my normal list to just this list, so they're not getting everything that they get from me every single day. Now, then you can add your autoresponders into that list. So in this case, you would come in here and you would show your autoresponders, and then you would type in some sort of welcome email, basically. Make sure you change this to day 0. Okay. Now I'm not going to type one in here, but I'll show you mine. And I have a couple of different ones, obviously, depending on what they're doing different. Okay, so now our particular program, the 30-minute workday that we do, also sends a bunch of emails to somebody when they sign up. So I was sending them more information, but currently I'm only sending them one, and I'll show you that. So I have had a bunch in here. Right now I only have 2 that come in here. One that's on day 0, and I've shut all these others off, and then one on day 7, just to kind of touch base with them again. And also I'm sending them, the standard, I send them stuff every day. It may not be exactly the same as I send my whole list. It depends on what kind of stuff I'm sending my whole list. If I'm sending them, hey, join 30 minutes, then I'm not really doing that. But like today I sent out a check out my YouTube link, so that I can go ahead and send to all of the people on my list, no matter what level they're at, and just kind of talk to them. However, you shouldn't break up your first 4 or 5 day email sequence. Okay, so you shouldn't even send stuff like check out my YouTube video until they're completely done with that 5-day sequence. 4 or 5 day sequence. However, 3, 4, 5, some people use quite a long sequence. I was sending stuff out to my list for like 9, 11, 12, 15 days, but I've reduced that down to just 5 days now. So that being said, so what you're doing is you're taking the people off of your standard sequence and putting them into your 30-minute workday training. Okay. Now, like I said, we get emails from the 30-minute workday already from the system. So I've only decided to put in one welcome email. So you can see here, my welcome email basically goes to them and says, hey, thanks for joining the team. And so it says, happy day, friend. Christy and I wanted to take a moment to say hello and welcome you to the 30-Minute Workday team. We're so excited for you. We love the way this system is working. We have now had over 600 personal signups into the 30-Minute Workday membership. In order to get you started off quickly, the first thing, meet me, your business coach, Jim Hall. Click here for an important video message. So over here in my important video message, I have a special message from your 30-Minute Workday coach. This is a page that I built out in my funnel builder, and as you can see, it has a 5-minute video that shows them how to get started into the 30-Minute Workday. Hey, Jim Hall here, and first I just wanted to say hello and welcome to the 30-Minute Workday. I'm so excited for you that you found this.
Because I just realized I didn't have it, so this might help you hear a little better.
I'm really excited to support you.
So you can see here that I basically just go through the how to get started. Sign in, join the chat.
Have the resources. Don't worry about the resources.
Tell them what to do. Tell them to go read the book.
Pay commissions also. So
tell them how they get their traffic. You know, give them a good head start so that they're not completely lost. I mean, that's a big thing that a lot of people are, is completely lost. Now my mic is too close. It's toning out.
So once you're all set up, then get back to phase 2 and go through the book. Read the book a couple of times. Read the book every week so that you really understand this stuff, and then you can start building out. Okay? And then you've got some basic questions here, and then I have this linking to the 30-Minute Workday. I've also added in all the testimonial videos so they can check those out if they want. I reference it slightly, and it's down here if they fill out this form. Now, I didn't collect an email here. I'm just trying to get some more information, so a name, and then this sends to my email. And then this links, well, you can't go to it without filling them all in, but this links directly then to the 30-Minute Workday login page, okay? So that's that. Now we want to go back over to the email. And so this is what I do. Let me show you. I have a separate folder where all of my people come into, and I will come in here and I'll search for this email. And you do that by going back to list. Almost everything you do by going back to list. And then you put this email in, and it pulls up. You see, this person is now on my 30-Minute Workday training, and that's all they're on. It was showing which list they came in on, okay? Now, depending on how much you separate, you can see here. And then when I first come in here, I check select all so that I can make sure I pick up whatever list they're on, okay? And then it's very simple. What I do is I come in here and I put a tag for what they were on. So this person came in on my 30-Minute Workday book on day 0. So you do that just by assigning a tag and type it in, and then you can't have any spaces, and then create a new tag. And that lets you keep track of where they came from, because you're about to remove them from the list they were on, and you want to know where they were and what day they were on, so that when they eventually buy, you know exactly the process that they've taken. Okay? So this one just opted in today, was on day 0 of my 30-Minute Workday book. Now, I do that pretty much only on Facebook, so I know they probably came from a Facebook, some sort of ad. I don't have it specifically sorted out, but it's all free stuff. I don't have any advertised book funnels that this is coming through. So, all that being said, once you tag them in there, then you come back here and you click this button here, and then you click this button and you move to list. Okay? Move them to your new training list. And then if you don't want them to go to a specific part of that list, you can just push move and they'll move to it. If you want them to go to a special day, like I know this is my day that it starts at, I usually just select this just so I know for sure where they're going. But you don't have to select it. I do kind of recommend that you do. And then you just push move like we just saw. And then what will happen is because you've selected everything, they'll pop up on that new list and you'll know, okay, they moved. Okay. Now, if this person buys your next product from inside of that list, or if they came through fresh and they bought them all, then I would recommend you move them to this list first, and then go ahead and copy them, or move, whichever you want, If you only have one email in here like I do, you can just move them. They'll get this email, and then maybe move them a little later today so you don't give them 2 emails exactly back to back. But you want them to get some training on the 30-minute workday. Maybe. I mean, like I said, Nick is also emailing them. Okay? So then you can move them again over to your... And unfortunately, I don't know how to move these up into one specific thing. But if they bought your... In my specific instance, and probably yours, depending on who's watching this, if they bought your HBA Funnel Builder, you can send them over to your HBA Funnel Builder training. Now, again, I only have one email in here, but I am going to work on making that a little bigger. And then for every one of these steps, you just move people through your system this way. And that way you're improving on your value ladder, okay? And that's in the book. If you haven't read the book, make sure you read the book because you'll learn some of this information in the book. This is kind of stuff I've learned over time, and I've learned reading Russell Brunson's book, so I have increased this as what I do. So you just send them to there and you move them over. This one hasn't purchased yet, so I don't want to move them over, but some have. And I only recently started this, so if you happen to have seen how many are on this list, it's not a bunch. Even though a bunch have gone through this process, I was sending them out personal emails, and now I'm not anymore because, if you want to become bigger, you want to start automating as much as you can. Russell Brunson's not sending a hand-jammed personal type email out to every 150,000 people on his list. It's all done through automation. Now, you can do this a different way. This is the manual way. You can come in here and do automation. This is a little more technical, but this will do a lot of stuff quicker for you. I don't know exactly how you would set this up for this because there's no real automation process for this, but I do think if you worked through here long enough, you could do this. However, this is an advanced product, and in order to start your workflow, you have to upgrade your getresponse, and it's double the cost basically of whatever plan you're on. My plan is $45 a month because I have 5,000 leads, so it's like $90 a month if I wanted to do that automation. And I don't know for sure that it will work for what we're doing mostly right now, but it will let you do like automation for if someone opens your email or if someone doesn't open your email. So check that out. Go through the automation and see if you can make sense of that. You can cause people to, if they open your email, to go to a different list. If they don't open your email, to go to a different list. So even that is pretty impressive, and I have been thinking about upgrading to it because of that, because I do think that it's worth the processes to do that. It is a little more work in the get-go to get it all set up, but I do think it has value. So I hope you got value from that. I'll go back over here and let you know, because I'm probably going to start building out a membership site, and these videos will go into it, and they'll be pretty valuable for people that need information like this. All right, I'll talk to you soon.